Boom shaka laka. You already know what the vibes is. It's a different day. It's a different time. We're doing something a little different. Something for the fans to get up here and talk their shit. This is what this is about. You know what I mean? This is for all the spicy talk. We here for all the smoke. You heard? No, what's his son name? What's son name?
We talk about
Leaf. We got Matt Barnes and
Matt
Barnes and what's the other boy name?
Talk about Matt Barnes and Stephen Jackson.
Yeah. We here for all the smoke. Know those guys.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. I got a good friend. His name P. And he told me about that podcast, and he was like, "Yo, listen to them. They dope because you could consider them ex-NBA players, not like a Paul George or even a Patrick Beverly. They ex-NBA players. So I wanted to tap, and I started listening to them. I was a fan immediately. You know what I'm saying? I like what they're doing over there. So shout out to them, man. They one of the bigger player podcasts. Or ex-player podcasts, like they were one of the first ones to do it like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, shout out to my guy Barry on the pull up on the.
What's good, bro?
Yeah. This is what this is about. This is about the cook culture. This is what we doing.
Y'all can't hear you. Y'all low.
You can't hear me?
Hold on. I'm trying.
I can't hear busy now. I can't hear busy.
No, that's me and my Wi-Fi situation. Give me a second and let me rectify. You know what I mean? But shout out to Barry on the pull-up. Hold on. I got y'all. Give me a second.
What up, Jimmy? Pull up.
Rectify my Wi-Fi situation.
This is something new?
This is so basically the way I look at it from my perspective. I don't know if you heard the beginning of the part, but I look at it like it is for all of the spicy talk that be on the pages. Everybody wanna, they just chat and they post it. Like me, I started vlogging because I'm really not a good typer. I can't be typing away. Like the stuff how my energy is. Imagine me trying to type. You feel what I'm saying? Like my guy be feeling like, nah, I'm not a typer type of guy.
Yeah.
But that being said, post Facebook is dope. But if y'all wanna, get your shit off and say how you feel about this one and that one, I feel like, you know what I mean? I almost got into it with my Nets fan brother. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to the debate today? I was looking to pause it.
The debate was on me. Like I had pulled up around 12. I didn't pull up at 12 on a dot. I pulled up like 12 o'clock some. And I was looking for him. I tagged him, and he didn't pull up. So case in point is, I'm looking at it like, I feel that as Nets fans, I don't know how we got here. I feel like, all of this rhetoric about who's the ambassador and the best Nets fan, and he, I say I'm a big fan. He says I'm the ambassador, and I just want to air my grievances and say to Skeen, and I know you're gonna hear this. I do not wish to be a better Nets fan. You're like not my competition, right? So. Respectfully, I sought you out and I like what you do, but I think you're the one poking the bear. It's not me, trying to pause. It's not, right, but really, it's not me instigating this. This is not me starting this. This is not me like trying to egg it on. And I stepped back from it all and I asked myself, how did I get here with my Nets fan, brother? Because this is honestly not what I wanted. And then I realized that Kev is a big part of this catalyst. Even called me and said, yo, call me. Kev really calls me unless it's important. Must have been important to that Knick fan to do this. Michael Allen, Skin, you here? Hit the link. Let's talk about it. There's no reasons for you to duck. I'm not ducking. You not ducking. I'm not saying I don't want to get into a conversation, but to say you want to debate me when I game is to say what you win, I win, we win. I mean, what we talking about? We Nets fans. He said you call yourself the ambassador on YouTube, bro. This is what I'm trying to say, man. This is what I'm trying to say. Thank you, T-Time. Just click the link and pull up. Everything that I do, you think that I'm getting from you, and I'm like, how? To me, I'm one of the most original creators, content considered one of the originals, because I'm not copying nobody. I'm just freestyling what I know. So, case point is, if I say ambassador and you say ambassador and you want to battle about who the ambassador of the Brooklyn Nets, hey, we ain't gotta do that. You know what I mean? You want to consider yourself the ambassador? Cool. That means you represent the like an ambassador. I understand what an ambassador does, and if you do that for the Nets, respectfully, we should be able to see each other and salute each other, not want to debate each other. I mean, debate about what you said, history. I said something more interesting, like point guards, like just for the fun, for the culture, Who better for the Nets? Who's the best point guard for the like? I mean.
I know it's not.
I love this.
He said,
I love this black and white on black and white crime right now. It's beautiful.
I didn't say nothing to slight him. I said nothing to slight him, and this is the whole point. While things are being said about this and about that, we're getting away from the point, and that is basketball, and that's what we doing here. So this is why it's cook culture, because when you go outside of that, you realize that again, you do stuff like have me explain myself over and over, which I consider inconsiderate. If you follow my content, you realize I've been saying what I've been saying. When it's switch, but at the end of the day, it's consistent. And if the proof is my consistency with vlogging after every game, the whole season, last season, I recap the whole game, bro. Every game. It's not one game I did not recap. So when you talk about who's this and who's that, far as ambassadors, like it's fine. I want to hear what you have to say, but at the end of the day, I'm asking you to do one thing.
This is what I want to see.
You to do one thing and one thing only. Credit yourself in what it is that you do.
I'm here.
Just because you credit you do not have to discredit me, my Nets fan, Broham.
I'm here. Surprise! I'm here.
Talk your shit.
Bro, this ain't no surprise. We did this.
Look, I'm here. You wanted me to pull up. I'm here. Let's talk.
Okay, so how did we get here, my brother?
We got here on the KVN show. We got on. Look, all I'm just saying is, right? State what you got to state. Now, look, now I'm here now. Now. What?
My question.
Start with the question. T-Time.
My question to y'all is, what's the issue? Like,
look, the issue is, look, on KVN show, right? I stated opinion. He answered it. Like, you were against the trade, right? No. Let me finish. Look, I came on here. Do not interrupt. It's rude. Now, I came on here, right? I'm going to state what I have to say, and then I'm going to let you talk, and then whoever needs to talk is going to talk, right? That's fair. Now, you were against the trade, right? Now, my problem is, if you were against the trade, right? You didn't want the trade to happen, right? No. Let me talk. Now, you were against the trade, right? Which means is, if we don't make the trade, right, we don't get to where we are. Even though we got swept by Philly, right? We don't make the trade. We don't even get the 6th seed. So my question to you is, you're against the trade because you want to keep players. But my question to you is, if we kept KD and Kyrie, do you think we were going to go far as we would? With Kyrie being AWL, didn't want to play for the team. And then Kevin Durant wind up getting hurt, which he was the last 4 years. So my question to you is, you were against the trade, right? Do you think we get as further as we can?
So you,
I asked you a question, so answer it.
Okay.
If you want.
Okay.
Tea time. You could answer the question. Barry, you can answer it.
All right.
I stated a question.
Okay, so this I have the answer. Let me
I'm gonna let Big Fan Breezy answer it. I'm gonna let Big Fan Breezy answer it.
So this question, and Barry is there to attest this, because
I'm not saying a word. I answered. I gave you a question. I'm gonna let you guys answer now.
No,
right.
Breezy can answer that.
Right. Thank you. No. What I'm saying is just hear me out. Right. This is gonna be a soliloquy. Now, all I want you to know is this. First and foremost is thank you for pulling up. This is what it's for. It's for this platform for us as Nets fans, even when we have this misunderstandings, tea time got KD Barry there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying
KD
all that
Barry
to say, a KD fan, I'm saying all that to say that this is what the platform is for us to. That's why we did the show tonight. For all of us to pull up here and do this. This is something that we try and get going. Now, far as me not wanting to trade, and like I said, Barry could attest to this. Not for him to say nothing, but for him to remember that he was the one telling me about Mikal Bridges. I did not want Mikal Bridges if they were going to make the trade. And for two, I never pretend that my vlogging is consistent with what the Nets actually do. There's my perspective on it, which makes me Big Fan Breezy. And then there's what the Nets actually do. It's two different things. This is the reason why you get a fan like me upset that Cam Thomas not getting minutes. I'm not happy that's what they're doing. I'm mad that's what they're doing. So I'm not a vlogger like that.
But what my question is to you is...
Hold on.
I ain't even answered your question. Hold on.
Oh, okay. So I'll let you answer. I didn't say a word. So I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to let Barry talk and Tea Time talk if he wants to talk. But I'm not saying a word.
Yeah, cool. So now, this is what I'm saying. I said all that to get to what the Nets do is not necessarily how I vlog. Now, at the time when I'm vlogging with the trade, I was not thinking about Mikal Bridges. I felt like we need a center, somebody who can take what KD does on defense and rebounds, because we're not going to be able to replace his scoring. Mikal Bridges wasn't even on my radar to say I did not believe in him, because I was looking for the center position. That's consistent with the vlogs I did then. Now, I'm saying that to say that when the trade happened, because like I said, I thought the other trade options for the Brooklyn Nets, but I missed on all of them. But it's not to say that I did not want Mikal Bridges or did not believe in Mikal Bridges. Fast forward to when they trade Mikal Bridges. We played them like the day before. He gave us work. And they were saying that he was putting in a lot of minutes because Booker was hurt. So that being said, I was learning more and more about Mikal Bridges right before he came to the team. So as far as a belief system, yeah, him becoming from a role player, the main player, when he got here, they saying he averages 17 in Phoenix. Can he average 20 plus? I said, yeah. Did I know he was going to average 26 points? And again, when the whole thing with Mikal Bridges is, I didn't look at him like Mikal Bridges. I started looking at him like Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. Like, I figure they came as a duo. And I want you to hear this. I feel like they the more authentic teammates when you got KD and Kyrie. So I'm tired of any fan asking me if I care about if KD and Kyrie is on the team. They got us to the second round respectfully. But this is the new look Nets, and that's what I've been pushing. Now, I'm only saying all that to say that you asking me if I didn't like the trade. Bro, I wanted Cam Thomas to get minutes no matter what happened. That was the most important thing because I care about the players that's on the team more than I care about the trade. Because I'm focused on players that come from the draft and building the culture. So again, like you hear a lot of things, and now that you talking to me, you could, be on the same page with me and understand that the reason why I feel like I'm confident going into next season, and the reason why I know it's a player development. I hope I answered your question. I hope. But I don't
That
want.
was look. You answered it right in your own way, and I'll let Barry answer it. That my question was, I don't know if you. I don't think you answered my question, but you know what?
But what didn't I answer, bro? That's what I'm asking. Like, what
Tea
didn't
time. What it? I'm gonna repeat what
you
I
asked
said.
me? Did I like
Now,
the trade?
no,
I
no,
said,
no, 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 no. It was a two-part question. The
okay.
two-part
What's the
question
question?
was,
What's the second
right?
part?
Now, look, I'm just gonna repeat it, right? Now, what I said was you were against the trade, right? You didn't want the trade, right?
I
But my
disagree.
question is, if we kept these guys on the team, right?
But I
Do
disagree
you
with you.
think, if we had Kyrie Irving, who didn't want to be on the team, right? Because remember, we were shorthanded without him because his contract was messed up. He didn't agree with incentives in his contract. Now, with that being said, my question is, do you think if we kept KD, how injury prone he is, because remember, he was injured every season he was a net. Plus, he got a freebie the first season. My question to you is, do you think we would have got further? Do you think we would have got further with only KD on the team if we didn't make the trade with Phoenix?
Only
Without
KD
Kyrie Irving.
without Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie just wanted his money though.
But my question is, right? Let's say because
You first off, you
Solomon was
saying I
against the
didn't.
trade, right? If the
No,
trade wasn't made,
stop saying that.
if the trade wasn't made, do you think we would have got further or we would have fell to the bottom?
What I'm saying is I
Was
disagree with the
KD
first
healthy?
part, bro. The first part where you keep saying I didn't want it or
No.
that's
Look,
not the jacket I'm wearing. You
no.
keep saying that,
Look.
bro. That's not you.
Look,
Now you starting off
look,
wrong.
Solomon. It's your opinion
No,
if
but
you
what you
wouldn't
saying
want
is
the trade. But
no,
what
no, no,
I'm
no,
just
no, no, no.
saying
That's
is,
your narrative, and I wish you stop it. I'm telling you to stop
no.
it.
Look, but what I'm trying to look, my question is, do you think that if we would have made it against Philly, that's all I'm saying.
Bro, stop
Yeah,
labeling
they
me
would be
as a
Philly.
fan that did not want the trade. I'm not wearing that jacket. You start there. Once you
No,
start
but what
there,
I'm
then
just
we
tea
can go
time.
through it.
I didn't come in here to argue. All I asked was
No,
a
you
question.
keep telling me what I'm saying, and I'm telling you that's the wrong narrative to go with because I'm telling you what my stance is. I know for a fact that Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges played more games as a teammate than KD and Kyrie Irving. KD and Kyrie Irving is not the version of teammates that we needed. Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges is the teammates that we need. They play over 225 games together, plus the FIBA games. So that being said, they going from role players to main players. They want to win together. KD and Kyrie come from two teams different, respectfully, and won a championship on two different teams. Don't ask me don't tell me I don't like the trade when I like Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson as a teammates more than I like
So
KD.
if you like them as
Yeah,
teammates,
that's
let's
cap,
start
bro.
from there. But what I'm just saying is,
Bro, let
do
me
you
finish.
think
I'm
if
trying to
we
say
would have,
what I said, so you might as well let me talk. You feel what
well,
I'm saying?
Well, hold
yo,
on.
tea time.
I was about to say some shit, but I could never get two words in. But I just want to say,
No, I'll let you talk tea time. I'm not gonna say one word.
I just want to say this, right? Yo, Big Fin Breezy, that's the beginning how you started your soliloquy. You know what I mean? Is a cop out. You know what I mean? To say that we shouldn't judge you because what you feel is different from the team, what the team does. That's everything. It's every fan in the history of fandom. How you feel the team should run is always going to be different from how the team actually runs the team. So for you to say that I didn't want none of my players traded, that means you were against the trade for Mikal Bridges. You
No.
don't get.
Let me clear that up. Can I clear that up?
You don't get a pass. When I'm done, when you don't get a pass for saying that what my feelings is different from what the team actually does, because that's every fan. So when you say things like this, and people are like, yo, you didn't believe in it, because it's every once in a while there's something that you know that's about to happen. Then you're like, yeah, let's make that happen. As a fan, you go, yeah, let's make that happen. And from my understanding, because I'm not going to pretend like I saw you say that you was against the trade, but everybody that's involved in what we do is saying that you was against the trade. So I'm just going off that narrative, right?
I know.
So if that's the case, if you didn't want Mikal Bridges on your team, that's where I see where everybody's like, yo, don't be hyped now because you didn't want this to happen. You know what I mean?
Listen, I didn't say that. And to clear it up, I stand on what I said. At first, I didn't want the trade because I felt like KD and Kyrie did owe the fan base. The fan base deserves to see that y'all go on a championship run. Y'all got swept last season. This is how y'all gonna go out with a trade? So yeah, I was on it like that. But when they finalized the trade, I'm like, oh, what?
Look, I'm gonna tell you that
on it like that. Pause.
Pause. But what I'm saying is when I realized that Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson was coming to the team, like I said, Barry was telling me about Mikal Bridges, and I seen respectfully Cam Johnson just beat the Knicks that season, or like he had like a monster game where he hit a 3-pointer at the end off the glass. I was like, nice. You know what I'm saying? When he was a Suns player, so that's another reason why I like Cam Johnson. So,
but you have to look up highlights though.
But what I'm saying is I seen that game when it was happening for one, because I was following the Knicks. Because
I'm going to say one thing about Cam Johnson and Bridges. I'll let you guys talk. Barry, you want to say anything before I say anything?
You can talk.
Now, I've been a Nets fan a long time, 25 years.
Boom. Have to mute because Big Fair Breezy, he wasn't done, right?
No. Go ahead, continue. I'll just remember what I said.
All right. Yeah, Mike.
All right. So, I've been a fan a long time. So, I've been fan a long time. This will be my 25th season. Now, going back to last season, I knew a trade was going to happen. I just knew it. I just felt it because last summer, KD requested a trade. Then he reneged on it. Kyrie requested a trade. I just knew last offseason that a trade was going to be bound to happen because we had problems. We had problems in the organization. You had problems, with players not wanting to be here. And you had Sean Marks saying that, I want players to be here. And then, we got rid of Bruce Brown, which was a mistake, And I just felt that once KD reneged and opted in, something was bound to happen. I didn't know if it was going to be in the middle of the season. And if you talk to Bridges, because he said it once before last offseason, I knew that we were going to be traded. We knew that we were going to get involved in the trade. So when the trade was bound to happen, when Kyrie did the anti-Semitic thing, and it was like one thing after another, we were in the news. He didn't show up to games. And then when the owner got involved with Joe Tsai, and gave him a list on what he needed to do to get back, I just knew that, the core of the team with Ben Simmons, Ben Simmons not playing up to par. You had KD out there by himself, playing hero ball. And then you had the coaching change. I just knew for a fact that a trade was going to happen. That's what I had in my mind. And then once the trade happened, I was kind of glad. I was happy. The reason why I was happy is because I was tired of us, I was tired of the Nets being like the show stock, as Tea Time would say it, the show stock, the laughing stock of the league. We were in and out of the newspaper.
Yeah,
So, but I've watched Bridges for 4 years. I've watched that man. And he was drafted by Philly. Then traded to Phoenix. And Cam Johnson was just drafted. But I watched these guys play against my team, and I hated them. Believe me, I did not like them. But when I saw them play in the finals against Milwaukee, and then, the core that they had, playing under CP3 and DeAndre Ayton, and, they had Booker. It just, when they came here, I was a big fan of theirs because I already watched them play in Phoenix. I've seen them battle against Milwaukee.
Big fan. How? Like he was a super duper big fan. Like you was just
no. I was happy. No, I was happy that they became Nets. I was happy. I was happy because I saw them play, but I was angry because they played against my team. But when they came here, I just said to myself, you know what? We're going to be a new up and coming team, and we're going to prove each other wrong. So and for them,
what you see for the Brooklyn Nets this season?
Real quick.
Hold
on. Real quick. Yo, Ariel, my guy, pull up. I need more Knicks fan energy in the building. So pull up, my guy. Go ahead. My fault.
Well, Kevin, man.
No problem. But what I'm saying is when they came here, Barry, you going to say something?
No, you good.
When they came here, I just knew that they were going to be something special, is because I've seen them play I've seen them play against us. And the last game that the Nets played before the trade was against Phoenix. And we played toe-to-toe with them. We lost by 4. But once the trade happened, I knew that we were going to get a group of guys that wanted to be here. Like, you already knew when they spoke in that press conference that they wanted to be here. It's just they had to get used to the system, and it took time. And then, it was 13 and 15 with them.
My Nets fan brother, can I say something to you, my Nets fan brother?
Say what you have to say. I'm not saying a word now. I said what I had to say with the Twins.
Yo, Marlon, pull up, man. Hold on, my fault. Marlon, you got to pull up, man. You you my guy, right? Because it's obviously smoke right now.
I came up, so if Marlon wants to come up, he can.
The microphone is on screen right now. Yeah, I mean, like, you can't talk spicy, and with an opportunity to pull up, you gotta pull up. This is the opportunity, man. It's you my guy. You my guy, but I gotta keep it real, bro. You gotta pull up.
Yeah, tell them, Breezy, I got time, cut.
Listen, some people back what they say up, some people don't. Listen, I'm not saying that I'm old.
My fault. One more time. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because somebody that's in the New York. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm surrounded by Net fans right now. There's a link in the comments. State. There's a link in the comments. State. Pull up, bro.
Yeah, it's a link in the comment. Yeah.
First of all, the energy that State is gonna bring to the podcast is gonna be different. State is my guy. But State, I'm gonna let you know when you pull up, we do not insult each other here. You feel me? We talk about basketball. We do not call each other names here, but you are more than welcome to pull up and be a part of the panel. You know what I mean? This is Nixon-ish, State. First of all, that's why we on the KVN. This is Nixon-ish. Nixon-ish is right here, bro. Pull up. You're more than welcome, my guy. Yeah. My fault, Big Fan Breezy. Big Fan Breezy. This nigga disappeared?
Yeah. No, I'm right here. I was listening to you, dude. Shout out to all the Knicks fans and the Nets fans. Shout out to all the fans. And I mean, this ain't easy, man. You know, some people may be shy. Yo, I just want to say this. You know what I mean? Shout out to Marlon. You know what I mean? But I'm not. You know, bro, you a Nets and a Knicks fan. It's cool, bro. Like, you know, I just want to let you know that if you don't want to jump on a panel, that's fine. You know what I mean? I don't want you to feel no pressure. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Pause.
Pause.
yeah, but you know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. You know what I mean? See, Steen, he's solid with his content, so I don't mind. I'm not above approach. You know, somebody could ask me questions. I just be asking that to get the story straight. You feel what I'm saying? And you could get the story straight by asking me the question. So, you know, guys like to make memes and videos, but when there's a space to actually have a conversation, they're not there for it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just acknowledging certain things, you know, because I'm just, you know, that type of guy. You know, now I'm only saying that to say to Skeen, what I think about Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges, since they played over 200 games and in the FIBA tournament, they wouldn't be in the FIBA tournament or on the FIBA team if they didn't mean business. They mean business. It's two sets of players, the Knicks, Nets, that got two players on the FIBA team with Brunson and Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. If they didn't mean business, they wouldn't be on that team. So
but I want to say something about Cam Johnson. You know, Cam Johnson could have played for another team, but he picked USA because his family is from another country. So he just picked USA to be with his brother. Sorry to cut you off.
We talking Nets fan stuff, man. That was good. I didn't know that. I appreciate that content, man. That was fire, Skate.
Yo, State. This is if you got smoke for Net fans, this is the time to air your grievances, my boy. This is what we're doing tonight. Right now, it's net fan on net fan crime. You feel me? It's net fan on net fan crime right now, and I'm.
But Solomon, you had a question for me. You said you wanted to see. You said, what do I expect for this season? So I'm going to answer that question. You want me to answer that question?
Yeah, sure.
All right. What I expect from this season is this. You know, I call it the development season. What I expect is to go in every game and fight every game. You know, I'm not predicting any records. I'm not predicting anything, is because this team never played together. Now, as far as I go back to the D-Lo era, I didn't predict that season either. You know, we surprised everybody with Kenny Atkinson. He said we had a grit, we had a spark, we had a fight. And we went into that season and we won 39 games. We won 39 games. We played head-to-head against Philly, and we lost in 5 games in the first round. But that team was scrappy. They had a fight. They had energy. They went into every game. I remember a game against Sacramento. We were trailing by 19 in the fourth quarter, and we came back.
So let me ask this. Shout out, hold on. State of New York Knicks podcast said Knicks versus Nets playoffs is all we want to see. You think we get that next season?
All I'm just saying is we gotta.
I don't know about that.
You know what I'm just saying from a Nets fan standpoint. With that, to answer his question, Knicks and Nets, right? The only way that has to happen is everybody on the Nets team, and I'm no disrespect against the Knicks. The Knicks, they got a good team. They got a good team. I'm a Nets fan. You know that, T-Time. But you guys got a team that made no changes. Maybe minor changes, like you got DiVincenzo.
Oh, yeah.
You got DiVincenzo.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to talk my shit.
You know, you got rid of Obi. But
I like that. You say that's a minor change, right? That's only minor? You saying that's minor. That ain't really nothing. You know what I'm saying?
In a way it is because DiVincenzo is a baller. That man's a baller.
Minor. I'm just saying. I wouldn't say minor. You said minor.
No, what I'm just saying is they're bringing back. You know what I mean, T-Time? They're bringing back.
I'll be stirring that pot, boy. Don't play with me.
You know what I mean? You're bringing back actually the same team. The only thing is you made a minor adjustment. That's what you did. That's what I mean by minor. But what I'm saying is, in order for the Knicks and Nets to meet in the playoffs, the Nets are gonna have to prove to me that, you know, with the players that they have, that they're ready. It's not going to be easy for us, Solomon. It's not.
The offense is going to be off.
It really is not going to be.
I never said that, but a lot of things change.
But
check it, right? We only added DiVincenzo, but you also gotta understand too is that the fact that we made it to the second round. We was 2 victories away from going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 6 went down to the wire. Yeah, I mean, we sort of remedied just a little bit. One of the biggest problems with our team was out perimeter shooting, and DiVincenzo is not just a perimeter shooter. He's a good defender, and he can take it to the rack. Like, he got moves. You feel me? So, and you also think about another year of camaraderie with our team. RJ Barrett continuous growth because he's only 23 years old still. Yeah, I mean, still only 23 years old. You gotta work his continuous growth. Jalen Brunson was his first year as being a leader of a team. Now you're going into year 2 with him being better at that. Like, then you also, I know State gonna be mad because he hates Julius Randle, but Julius Randle still doing what Julius Randle do, 24, 10, and 5. Like, that's nothing to sneeze at. I don't care how you feel about the man. 24, 10, and 5. 25, 10, and 5 is nothing to sneeze at. Then you got that, and then you also
hey, what's up, Marlon? How you doing?
What's good, bro?
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Guys. Oh, my fault. I think I removed him by accident. Yeah,
Marlon, you can come back. There you are. How you doing, Marlon? How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Guys like,
can y'all hear me clear?
Emmanuel Quick.
Yeah, I can hear you clear, Marlon.
Still continue.
No doubt.
Somebody removed them again. Bring them back.
No, Marlon's here. Marlon's here.
Oh,
I'm here.
I think this might be lagging a little bit, but then you also got, like I was saying, you also got our young guys like Emmanuel Quickly still developing, Quentin Grimes still developing. You feel me? Like, so I don't look at it like we just acquired DiVincenzo. I also look at it like there's another year of development in chemistry with our whole entire squad. Now, to answer the question, do we see each other in the playoffs? Which what my guy State was saying, hell no, because I don't think y'all will make it far enough. I think that we're going to be higher up in the standings. Y'all are going to be lower in the standings. And for us to actually face each other, it'll have to be like an Eastern Conference Finals type of situation. And I don't see y'all making it that far. I'm not even 100% sure that the Knicks is going to make it that far. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't think it's going to happen. And
all right. So can I say something? Can I say something?
You can. Go right ahead. You have the floor.
First and foremost, shout to Marlon Mayhem. I really do appreciate when people show up. It's good to see that they show up. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Now that we here, the reason why I'm confident in the Brooklyn Nets, because a lot of the rhetoric is that I cap around these parts. But the truth is, when it comes down to the Brooklyn Nets, we're going to be one of the better defensive teams. Jacques Vaughn got to handpick his assistant coaches and his players going into next season. Training camp is coming, so, you know, all of these players not going to make the roster. But we got one shining star in Jalen Wilson, in my opinion. I think he will hoop. I think he's NBA ready. I think Clowney and let me finish. I think Clowney and Dr. Whitehead goes to the G League. You know, not only that, I feel like if Ben Simmons is true and he is healthy, he's going to start at point guard. Ben Simmons.
Who that?
Ben Simmons back.
He do this every night. He do this every stream. Trust me. But what I'm saying is this. Okay, hypothetically,
he's going to start at point guard?
Listen,
that's what they said. But
right, but I've been
sorry, Solomon.
No, it's fine. I've been vlogging without Ben Simmons on the roster the entire time because I don't know whether or not he's going to truly be healthy, to be honest. So that being said, Spencer Dinwiddie, he up for extension. I think they either going to make a deal, but they're not going to sign him to a max, or they're going to let him go, either one of the two. So I don't think they sign him to a max. So again, I'm just saying, as far as the point guard, as far as the roster, how it's going to go, how I want it to go. That's what I want, what I see for the Brooklyn Nets. I don't think we have a dominant point guard, and we want it to be Brooklyn Nets, but we went out and got DSJ just in case he got to give minutes because, Ben Simmons is not 100%, or maybe he is 100%, but I'm saying I'm vlogging like he's not going to be 100%. So our point guards is, for now, Dinwiddie and DSJ. And I want the two guard to be Cam Thomas or Dinwiddie. Now, my point is this: I want Mikal Bridges to play the 3 opposed to playing the 2 for a very good reason. He was leading the league in corner 3-pointers when he played with the Suns before he got traded, and he did more of that when he got to the Brooklyn Nets. That being said, he's able to do that when somebody shot creates for him, like Devin Booker, Chris Paul. When you got somebody like Cam Thomas on the Brooklyn Nets, they ain't trade him. If he was such a bad defender, he would have got lost with Patty Mills. He would have got traded with Patty Mills, Seth Curry, and Joe Harris. So
I gotta jump in and talk about Cam Thomas.
Hold on. I just want to, just as far as rosters is concerned, and why I'm confident that we going into next season. Everybody's saying, "Oh, I'm just saying this for what?" Like, I'm telling you why. You feel what I mean? So I just want to get it clear.
No, it's your opinion. Don't worry about it. Worry about it.
Yeah. So that being said, this is the reason why I feel like he gonna get minutes, and he on a podcast saying, if I'm the man, I could give you 25 a night. And everybody know, far as scoring the ball, that's what the Nets need. Not having Kyrie and KD. And the reason why we gonna be strong is because we don't need 2 30-point scorers. I'd rather get 60 to 30-point scorers, so I'm using that number. I'd rather get 60 because this guy gave me 18, and this guy gave me 14, and this guy gave me 20, and this guy gave me 24, something like that, and it add up to 4 players giving 60, or 3 to 4 or 5 players giving me 60, opposed to 2 players doing it with KD and Kyrie. And that's why I'm saying the Brooklyn Nets is going to be a strong team. Like I said, before KD and Kyrie came here, we was the underdogs. We the underdogs then, we the underdogs now, and I'm cool. I'm cool with it, bro.
Right.
I got a question though. I got it.
Go right ahead, Barry.
Yo, so check this out. Check this out. So, if Brooklyn Nets, you went from Brooklyn Nets being a championship team to the underdogs, right?
You asked me a question.
Whose question? Who?
I'm asking you a question. Yeah.
Oh, who?
Yes.
Me?
You
Solomon, you mean?
Yeah, I'm asking Breezy a question.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we went from having KD and Kyrie having championship expectations to retooling the team with Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. It's unfair to say that I was expecting Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson to go on a championship run after the trade. No. So yeah, to answer your question, that's how I answered it. Okay. So we clear.
But here's the problem. You can't be a championship team and you can't be an underdog, because you had them being the championship team if Ben Simmons healthy, correct?
No, we're not a champion. Right now, we're the underdogs, and I don't know if Ben Simmons healthy. His first year, I think we get past the first round for sure. I think we do go for a title run. I think
what?
If Ben Simmons is healthy, but listen, let me explain healthy. And the only reason why I'm explaining healthy,
Simmons is healthy. Y'all going on a title?
Let me finish. I don't want to get lost in the sauce with y'all niggas. Let me finish what I'm saying. As far as when it come down to healthy with the new CBA, it's 65 games. 65 games. I don't know if Ben Simmons give us that. He say he 100% right now. I don't know how true his health is, so I can't vlog like he gonna be 100% healthy because I ain't sure he gonna start the season. He's saying he gonna start the season. Can I say that? Am I gonna bet that? Am I a betting man to say he gonna start the season? I don't know. I'm gonna just say I don't know, bro, and I'm not a betting man, bro. I'm not gonna say he's gonna start the season. I'm going off with DSJ and Dinwiddie, and I'm saying we're gonna compete to be a playoff team. If Ben Simmons on the roster, I think we more than a playoff team.
Look, all I'm just gonna say about the season is I'm just gonna have fun watching it. I'm gonna see what we can do, because it all comes down to coaching. I've been watching basketball a long time, and it goes by what Jacques Vaughn does, because now his interim tag is in. It's literally off now. You got coach. You got a new off season. You got an off season. You got media day. You got training camp. Now, in the past, I've seen him coach in Orlando. Now, this is the first young team that he's had since Orlando. And I know he has experience, but with the lineup with no superstars, because we don't have any superstars. We have young, solid players that want to play.
Emerging stars.
Yes, but what I'm just saying is now he's going to be held accountable. Now, putting a lineup together is going to be it's really going to be easy, yes, but the thing is, when you put the X and the O's together, the thing is that you're going to see who gets more playing time than what. It's not going to be easy, Solomon. That's all I'm just going to say. You got a young, scrappy team, yes, but to go up against the let me finish.
But also,
But to go up against the best, it's not going to be easy. Like, that's why I'm not. Look, for a team that has not played together, right? I know Finney and Dinwiddie played together. I know Bridges and I know Cam played together. But to put everyone together as a whole, right? And get the playing time and win these games, it's not going to be easy. We're going to have to fight every game. And we got dogs on this team, thank God. We got Lonnie Walker. We got Dennis Smith Jr. We got young guys coming in. But I agree with Tea Time. It's not going to be an easy road. And the thing is that for us to face the Knicks and the Nets, right? For it to be a playoff team, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to score, man. We're gonna have to score. It comes down to coaching. It comes to depth, defense. Look, don't get me wrong. I want us to make the playoffs. I'm a Nets fan. I want us to make the playoffs, but I know with a young team that never played before, it takes time.
This is
so
why,
that's all I have to say. It takes time.
I'm gonna say something like, this is why I don't like making predictions, right? Because predictions, especially predictions like this, where you have a brand new team, basically.
True.
You have a brand new team, basically. You have a coach that's coaching this team for the first time for a full season. We don't know. His track record has been kind of hasn't been great.
It's been shitty.
Yes,
man. Nah,
it has with Orlando. You're right.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, Marlon, I'll let you talk.
No, you're good. You're good.
Sorry.
I'm not saying that JV is going to be a terrible coach, but this is going to be a proving time, for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he has to prove that he could put this team together and make them connect, have the chemistry that's needed for them to win games. It's also going to come up to the young boys to see how they do. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't seen too much of them other than college highlights. You know what I'm saying? We don't know much about them. We don't know what's the status on Tyreek Whitehead. We don't know how he's going to come out and play, when he's ready to put that jersey on. So there is so much variables into this team where it's like you don't know. You really don't know until you see half the season. I say half the season. Give it half a season and you'll see where they're trending, bro. Yeah. Because that's how it was with the Knicks. Nobody knew the Knicks was going to hit the playoffs last season. Everybody had their doubts. But when they got to the half of the season, they were like, "That what's he talking?" He said he did.
I did. God did.
Yeah. So a few people believed it. I'm not going to say but there's some people that had their doubts, right?
But
after the half of the season, they were like, "Oh shit, it could possibly happen."
But
that's what I'm saying with the Nets. you know, they have to play half the season at least and get a feel for the chemistry, get a feel for each other, get a feel for the coaching system. Because they made, you know, Cam and CJ have made playoff
CJ and Bridges.
CJ and Bridges
went to the finals.
You know, but you know, you're in a different system now. You know, you're in a different system now. So that system,
but let's talk about it.
You know, could be different. I mean, it is different because Monty Williams is not JV and JV is not Monty Williams. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they coach differently, obviously.
No, but our whole situation is different, you know, and I think being different is the reason why I don't look at the underdog title as a bad thing. You know, I don't look at it like that.
Me neither.
And I look at it like, you know,
fuck that noise, bro. Fuck that noise, bro. I ain't trying to hear I look at that underdog title as a bad thing because I remember when we started this fucking show.
Oh my God.
That's your problem. Y'all worry about winning in the future. We worried about winning now. That's what y'all do.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
You see,
changing. Now the story is changing. Fuck out of here.
Okay, T.
Hold on.
Hold on. Not even a whole year ago. Not even a whole year ago. You was like, that's your problem as Knicks fans. Y'all worried about winning in the future. We're worried about winning now. Now the whole story is changed. You rock with that, bro. Yeah, JJ.
Yeah, what up, Jackson?
JJ. Look at JJ.
What's up, JJ?
On the bus.
Yeah, what up, Jackson?
Nah, I'm a passenger right now.
I'm hoping you the passenger, bro. You better not be driving that bus.
Hell no.
You better not be driving that fucking bus, bro.
I just dead ass got on.
I'm about to say you wilding. You extra wilding.
And you know this. No. My uniform is here, but you know my uniform. That's fun.
Okay.
And
it's good to know that you're being safe and responsible.
You feel me? That's just the uniform right there. You feel me? But right now, I'm just listening right now. I'm about to chime in.
But
I'm waiting for the time to finish, but you good, JJ.
I'm done, but I'm gonna wrap up and say it's funny how less than a year, you know. Yeah, I mean, less than a year.
Hold on, let Jack. I'm gonna say my shit. I'm gonna talk my shit. Are you ready to talk, Jack City?
Yo, bro, I just got on. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Well, we're talking about the season.
Just got on my phone.
When I rebuttal to tea time, you're gonna know. I'm gonna bring you up to speed. So
just got on. It's crazy though.
Right. So
now go ahead, Big Breezy.
When it comes down to me vlogging that way, I vlog what the team looked like. We had championship expectations. I'm going for us to be the champion. We ain't no underdog, nothing. We trying to win then. And I talk heavy because it's a fucking debate podcast. Like I'm there to kick up dust. I'm there to take the goldfish out, splish splash it, put it back in the bowl. I'm there to cause chaos, man. That's what I do when I see Knicks fans, man. I try to cause chaos. Now, I'm only saying all of that to say that when the team switched players and coach, I knew the trajectory of the team was going to be different. How I'm going to expect this team to offer everything that Marlon said, I would just be repeating or reiterating what he said. For me to expect a championship, I don't expect it. It's the same way I expected KD and Kyrie to go on that championship run that fourth season when y'all saying I didn't want to trade. I don't expect that same run for the Brooklyn Nets next season, but I do expect. And again, I only consider healthy 65 games because of the new CBA rules. If Ben Simmons is playing 65 games plus with the Brooklyn Nets, like hell yeah, I think we top 1 through 4. I think we that good. You know what I'm saying? But if Ben Simmons is not playing, or if he's playing 65 games or less, I don't know what we expect.
Wait, time out. You said 1 to what?
He said 1 through 4.
1 through 4. That's what he said, Barry. 1 through 4.
But it's all contingent on him playing 65 games. And only
I don't see it.
I reiterate, that's the new CBA rule. Like, if you win any type of accolades, you got to be playing 65 games or more. I don't know if Ben Simmons is doing that. That's why, honestly, I think the point guard position is still up. I don't know what they're going to do.
I need to rebuttal your question, Solomon.
My question.
Hold on.
No,
Let me say this. Let me say this.
All right, T-Time. Go ahead.
And the reason why I said the things I said is because when we talk and we debate, and you were saying these are the reasons why I need to be quiet when I talk about the Nets. So I'm using the same exact reasons why you need to be quiet when you talk about the Knicks. I don't care if what you was trying to do back then. That's what you were standing on. You were saying that y'all was trying to win now, so the Knicks shouldn't have no comments or nothing to say about what the Nets is doing because y'all trying to win now and we worried about the future. So ain't nothing. So if those are your thoughts and your ideology at the time, I'm going to reiterate the same shit to you and use your own words against you.
But you know the difference why you can't use my words against me? No, but you know why you can't use my words against me?
Why?
Because when I said that, y'all were leading head to head. The tables turned. We up. Remember, we run the city now. No, we run the city now. Y'all had the lead when the podcast started. Y'all don't got the lead now.
Y'all don't run shit. Y'all don't run shit.
Y'all don't run the city.
Yo, first of all, no, you know why that's cap too? Because y'all had the lead when you said it the last time. So it don't even matter what you're talking about. Y'all had it the last time you said
when the podcast started.
No. Yeah. No, I'm not talking about when the podcast. You said that less than a year ago, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I think that was
you trying to rebuttal and you're not listening. What I'm trying to tell you, less than a year ago, these are the words and the rhetoric you was using towards me in debates. And it don't even matter who had the lead. It wasn't about the lead in the city. It was about what you were saying about the lead when it came to the championship. So now, when I'm telling you, shut your mouth when you're talking about a Knicks fan and what Knicks is doing is because I'm using your own words against you. If this is what you believed back then when it was watch us cook while you waiting for the future, I'm telling you, shut up and watch the Knicks cook while you watch us try to win something because you're waiting for the future. Those are your words.
But hold on, can I reiterate? Can I finish? Can I finish my words? Because my words are the fact that you ain't in none of your vlogs, none of them, sir, saying y'all gonna win shit next season. So that being said, don't act like you got the same conversation or ideology. Because when I was discussing it, we were going for the championship, regardless of us getting swept. That's besides the point. But the point is, we were going for the championship. Y'all ain't nobody vlogging like that. Who vlogging like that? That you know, name a Knicks fan talking about a championship next season.
My boy. Regardless of the fact what you thought you was gonna happen, you didn't even sniff a championship. Not even close.
But I'm just saying that's
what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is us. We have a better chance because that's what all you was really talking about is that y'all have a better chance because nothing was guaranteed or solidified. So you was talking about having a better chance at winning the championship, and that's all you had to hang your hat on because you had nothing. You had no concrete evidence to see that y'all was going to win a championship for you to hang your hat on. So what you was hoping, what you was saying was a wish and a prayer and a hope and a chance. And what I'm hanging my hat on is a hope and a prayer and a chance that we can win it. But what I'm saying is this.
Y'all can win what? Win what?
We have a better chance than y'all.
No, to win what? No, to win what?
A championship. Because when the words that I'm using was directed towards the championship, not towards who wins the head-to-head battle towards the Knicks and the Nets. You were saying that
Okay.
We trying to win now. Y'all hoping for the future. That was towards a championship, not towards the head-to-head matchup.
But you're not vlogging that. You vlogging that now? That's recent.
What I'm saying, no.
Jesus Christ.
You not. This is what I'm saying about him not listening. This is why I say he don't never listen, bro.
Nah,
what
you
I'm
never
saying is,
vlogged. Y'all was
you
going
were
for the
hanging
championship this season.
What you never said was, what I'm saying is, you was hanging your hat on a hope and a prayer. You had no concrete evidence that y'all had a real chance at winning the championship. That's what I'm saying. You didn't even make an Eastern Conference Finals at that time. You just felt that, yo, we have a better chance than the Knicks at winning the championship. That's what you had.
Bro, I was right.
And that's my point that I'm making right now. And I'm like that we have a better chance at making a championship than y'all.
Yeah, but
there's no guarantee.
Some of what you said,
there's
and
no
like
guarantee.
that conversation is missing. I don't know if you remember that part.
Mic check. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah,
I can hear you, Marlon.
Clear, Marlon.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure.
Ain't no part of the conversation is missing. Nothing. Zero conversation is missing. I'm saying is, what it comes down to is that who has the better chance of being in a rebuild process, and we're stages away from being a championship contending team.
So hold on, let's get this clear. I want to get some clear.
You're using that rhetoric now.
No, I want to keep that. I want to keep that same thing. I didn't leave that. I stand on what I say, bro. Y'all love to think I'm pussyfooting around, bro. I stand on what I say.
No, I don't want you to. I just let you know you're wrong in what you said.
No. But what I'm saying is, when it come down to the Brooklyn Nets, I know what's going on. And when it come down to the Knicks, I see what's going on. But the point is that when they're talking about this specific podcast, it's more than who's going or closer to the championship. And I've always said that. Now, when it come down to the Mecca versus Barclays, that's, for instance, one of the biggest things. Who got the more home wins, in my opinion. Now, again, this isn't law. But if we talking culture, I think this is one of the bragging rights that fans have. You could say, yo, the Nets fans, we protected the Barclays more than y'all protected the Garden. It's just a bragging right. But it's not the only thing that count. Like that count. Just other shit that we come up with count. It's not like the only. I'm just using that specific thing as an example. That what you say, who's going for the championship, but that's not a knock on the team, because trajectory wise, we got to get through the season and see what happened. I mean, you can't hear it from a Nets fan who was supposed to go for the championship and got swept twice. So case in point is, I'm always about seeing what actually happens. You could have these expectations, but till I see it through, I'm not on it like that. Pause. I'm not thinking about it like, yo, I'm not thinking about it like, oh, like this is what I know is going to happen. And like I said, I'm not a betting man all the time.
What made you change your mind about that is watching your expectations crumble in your face. That's not how you was giving it up a year or two ago. That's not how you was giving it up.
That. You talk about a year or two ago.
That's not how you was giving it up a year or two ago, bro.
Bro, we over being mad.
No. We not over it, because I'm saying to you, the point of my original argument, and I'm bringing all this full circle, is the fact that when you was talking about how Knicks fans need to watch their mouth because y'all had a better chance at a championship and we worried about the future, all that. You know what I mean? Like, it's full circle, bro. It's full circle. You can't do that now. You can't do that now. You can't be like, oh, now it's wait and see after you watch. Now is wait and see after you watch your predictions crumbling in your face.
No, but that's the thing. Like we not crumbled right now. When the KD trade first happened, I was bet you going to
when you go from championship expectations to trading away your best players to now being in rebuilding, that's crumbling.
No. To me, honestly, You got to realize my thing is I don't understand why a Knicks fan can't understand when y'all wasted Carmelo Anthony whole career as far as prime years. He ain't do shit but make y'all look good. Y'all never made him look good. Hold on, let me finish.
Finish. T-Time, let him finish.
Exactly. So case in point is I'm not focused on what happened in the past when, again, my original point before you said that was they not authentic far as teammates. They respectfully don't have the same hunger as Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges because they won championships separately on different teams. Now, why would I vlog that 3-4 years ago when I had no idea this trade would happen? My point is, things happen and the trade happened, and I got good reason to believe that Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, they're gonna be there for each other as teammates. And I'm gonna keep reiterating, they're not gonna be a team where you get 30 from Mikal Bridges and 30 from Cam Johnson. That's not our team no more. But these teammates are gonna be better as teammates, not individual players.
And they're brothers.
Bruh, they gonna be great together. And all I'm saying is, why y'all want me to be vexed and all of this for KD and Kyrie, and they only got us to the second round in 4 seasons? I respect what they do, but ain't nothing for us to be crumbled about, especially when our future looking bright.
Well, I'm upset.
For your point, whatever roster y'all got don't mean y'all can't get work. And at max, y'all can only tie. Y'all can't get the lead for the home-to-home record. So again, let me make my point. Let me land a plane.
Is JJ waving the steel chair?
It has nothing to do with anything that I just said, but okay, finish.
The fact that our two teams respectfully got two different trajectories on what we're going to do next season doesn't bother me. I was talking my shit like I was supposed to talk my shit. So case in point, talk your shit. But my point is, I'm not mad. I'm just letting you know that next season, December 20th, y'all could lose that game just because y'all got a higher trajectory of what y'all supposed to do next season. Don't mean y'all can't lose 4 times to us and we be up 8-0.
My boy.
Last 2 seasons.
That whole rant had shit to do with what I was talking about. Nothing.
I understand what you were talking about, T-Time, and I can answer the question if you want me to.
This is directed towards Big Fan Breezy. You feel me?
Okay, but I understand where you were coming from. That's all, T-Time.
You got JJ.
About why you change your mind don't matter why you change your mind.
But I ain't
talking about when the fact of the matter is, when you was talking spicy and why you had a reason to talk your shit, you meant those things. You meant that from the bottom of your soul. So now you don't
Nick fan soul.
You don't get to go, oh, now is a different team and y'all have a better team. Those things don't matter no more. You don't get to do that.
I don't get to do what? I don't get to do what?
All right, let me slow it down. I just dissed you. Hold on. I said because the trajectory of your team changed, those feelings and the things that you deemed important between the two teams, you don't get to change why that's important to you. You don't get to do that.
I didn't.
You did.
All I did was mention other things that were important. I just added to the list. That's all I did.
Bro,
but I didn't take away from what you said.
Because you did. Because what I said was, yo, y'all had a higher trajectory of what was winning. And that's what you was hanging your hat on. And that was my original argument of saying, you were saying, y'all worried about the future. We worried about now. We worried about winning now. And I'm like, okay. Now we're more worried about winning now. Y'all more worried about the future. But now it don't matter as much because your team is on the opposite end of that. All that other shit you was talking don't matter. What my original argument was that. You went on a whole soliloquy about shit that has nothing to do with my original argument. And I don't care, Big Fan Breezy. I don't care. You can feel that way. I'm not even invalidating your feelings about why you changed your mind. But what I'm saying is the main argument, what I was saying, why I'm telling you to shut up when you're talking about Knicks, is your own words. You can't deflect that. What you was trying to do. You can't deflect that, bro. Those are your words. Those are your words. Have a nice day. Eat some humble pie. And watch
Bro,
the Knicks.
Are you done?
Yeah, I rest my case. Because all you're gonna do is deflect. All you're gonna do is deflect about some shit that have nothing to do with.
All right, so you're not done.
I'm done now. Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Like I said, it's not the only thing that counts. I did not take anything away from what you said. I did not go anywhere for us conversation. I stayed right here. It counts. Also, what counts is the home record. Otherwise, while I'm getting all of this shit talking on a page called Mecca versus Barkley, shout to BJ. Case in point is, when it comes down to running a city, the city rivalries count. Now, if y'all want to make it seem like city rivalries count, all I want to say is it only happened that way because y'all losing. When y'all was up, heard none of that shit. And as far as me reiterating what T-Tom said, for what? I already gave it credit and said I'm only adding to it. So again, I'm not taking nothing away from what he said. It's nothing for me to rebuttal. I'm just adding to it. It is not the only thing that... Listen, it's not the only thing that matters when it comes down to running the city. There's that, there's the home record, and there's that.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. You know why we're not doing that?
Bro, you can't tell me how to vlog, bro. The truth is what the truth is. Bro, you can't tell me how to vlog. Bro, I didn't say only thing. I named 3 things. I named 3 things. Why what you vexed for? I named 3 things. Why you keep saying only when I named 3? Why you keep saying only when I named 3?
I've been saying the same thing since the beginning of the podcast. When we talk about
you keep saying only. That's not only.
Shit, I was saying no, I didn't say nothing only. I never said only, not once. What I said since the beginning of the podcast, there's more things that go into running the city than just one thing. Now, before you was like, no, this is the only thing that matters.
I never said that. I never said that.
You be flip-flopping.
I never said that's the only. I said bro, no, find the footage. You can yell until you find the footage. Find the footage. Me saying the only thing that matters about running a city is the trajectory of winning a championship. Find the footage. I don't need to argue with you.
Because you know I'm not going to take the time out to find the footage. That's the only reason why you asking me to find the footage, because you know,
bro, I'm calling you a bluff.
I'm not going to sit here and take the time to find the footage. I'm
calling you a bluff.
That I know that was there.
Fake narratives. Fake narratives.
There's no
TMZ.
There's no
on that note, I'm gonna have to.
There's no calling my bluff. I was sitting right next to you when you said
bro. I gotta go to the gym in the morning.
I shout them all in, man. Thank you for pulling up anyway. It'll be more of this soon. Yo, shout to Jack. Yeah, shout to Jack City. Shout to Michael Adams. Shout to Barry. Barry a regular though, man. Barry always pull up. Shout to T-Town. We out here over an hour, and what just happened? Yo.
Yeah.
Everybody else, yeah, you did that.
Bro. I didn't touch the damn screen. You talk about I did that.
You had.
I didn't even touch the screen until I realized that it was just one person on the screen. But
that's all good. We back now. Good.
It's more than one thing that count when it come to running the city. That's why I said, bro. I never said this is why I show love to Mecca versus Barkley. Why would a person without me, but why would they make Knicks versus Nets? Because the city game matter. Just way if you find a baseball group called Yankees versus Mets, the Subway Series, like the city games matter. The rival teams, they rival teams. It's teams across the bridge. Otherwise, like I said to Kev, why y'all yelling for us after a playoff game? Case in point is I heard y'all the rebuttal. It was weak. Now, I'm only saying that to say if a fan base is playing in the playoffs and their number one priority isn't the team that they're playing as a fan base, bro,
I'm coming back on another phone. All right?
As a fan base, that shows me that the rivalry is important. That's all I'm saying. It shows me that the rivalry is important.
You're debating somebody that's not even on a live right now because I never said that it wasn't important. And again, that has nothing to do with what I was saying, but I digress. You wanted to talk. Fuck, Mike, my fault. I'm drunk.
Yeah, I wanted to talk. I wanted to say that it's not gonna be easy for us. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, we got a brand new team. I'm just gonna, take every game in, and I just hope we fight because we got a new team. We got a new team, and Coach Jacques Vaughn is gonna have a big shoes to fill. That's all I know. He has a big shoes to fill because you're taking over a brand new team. I've watched him coach in Orlando. I've watched him get fired. Taking a young team.
I watched that
in 2015. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy for him. You don't have no superstars on this team. And even though we signed him to an extension, it's not going to be easy for him. And he even said it himself. Even Sean Mark said it. It's going to be a development season to see these group of guys perform and fight because most of the team is on a non-guaranteed deals. You got the guy from Portland. You got the guy from OKC. You got Lonnie Walker that's on a one-year deal. You got Denny Smith Jr. on a one-year deal. You got Clax. And if I was the Nets, I would get rid of Dinwiddie because I would pick Clax over Dinwiddie and get someone that's good because I'm tired of him holding the ball for 5 seconds and then you decide to shoot the ball. Tired of it. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, get off the court. That's why I'd rather have Ben Simmons. If he's ready. If he's not ready, don't use him.
Very stupid.
What up, Jack City?
Yo, you know what's mad funny? Right?
What?
Y'all using what the Knicks did 4 years ago. All the unguaranteed deals, 1-2 year contracts with a team option and all those things. Knicks did that 3 years ago. The whole team was pretty much on 1-2 year deals with a team option, and that's how we built the roster. And it's mad funny to see y'all do the same thing that the Knicks do and taking the blueprint. Shout out to y'all.
Getting back to what you were saying about the championship aspirations, tea time. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah. I never thought that we were going to win a championship. So, I just felt that, having these two new guys, we're going to win, yes. But I never said that we were going to win a championship. I didn't have that in my heart because of the camaraderie of the team.
Thought that was the case. Well, he's on my right on the screen, but yeah, that guy absolutely thought that.
Well, I thought what? That we was going for a championship? Yeah, I feel like the fans deserve it. We took 4 seasons to see if we... You got to realize, when you talk numbers, bro, they played 44 games together in totality in 3 seasons. That shit is ridiculous. I said in one season that KD and Kyrie could play 44 games together. It's an 82-game season. I mean, yeah, I had hope. I had hope that KD and Kyrie could play 45 games together in an 82-game season. Excuse me. So my point is that when you got the trade happening and teammates that play over 225 games plus the FIBA games, that's what we want to see. We want to see a duo. The fans wanted a duo with KD and Kyrie. Respectfully, I don't feel like we got that. And if whenever we did, we didn't get a lot of it. We didn't get an abundance of a duo, a KD Kyrie duo.
But
and I think we're going to get an abundance of a duo with
well,
KD.
Solomon, I need to answer that. I need to rebuttal your answer on the championship aspirations. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Jack City. Go ahead.
After Mike go, again, Mike. After Mike go, JJ got it. Yeah, I mean,
okay. Now, when we first moved to Brooklyn, we had championship aspirations too. You see, it's two things that failed on us because when we moved to Brooklyn, we jumped the gun and we gutted our whole team to get KG. We got Jason Terry, and we traded all our picks away. Billy King. That's why he was fired. Now, we did the same thing once before, T-Time. I don't know if you remember this. When we first moved to Brooklyn, we gutted our whole team. We got 3 players that were on the tail end of their career. Paul Pierce, KG, Jason Terry. Traded all our draft picks to Boston, which winded up to be Jason Tatum and JB.
Yep.
We were in a mess. So we've been down that road twice already. We gutted our whole team, and then we had to hire Sean Marks. And then he did the same thing over again with KD and Kyrie. You know? But what I'm just saying is, to answer your question, Solomon, we've been down this road twice already. And to me, I just see as a Net fan that it destroyed us. It destroyed me as a fan too, but I'm still here. You know, we had to get rid of our draft picks, and thank God for that trade with Mikal Bridges and CJ, because we got some draft picks back that'll help us for the future. Because that happened twice already in the Brooklyn era, and it was horrible to watch.
JJ, so this shit, brother.
Oh man,
yo, it's
shout out
hard
to
to, yeah, man, it's hard.
What up,
All right, JJ.
Yo, salute to the
JJ,
panel,
talk this
salute
shit,
to
brother.
everyone. But it's a little difficult to remember because I have bad memory. Like when I mean I have
Me
bad
too.
memory, I have bad memory. I'm a type of person like I would play basketball outside with my friends, and because like I had a court outside, and like I would be like, yo, let me go inside to switch my sneakers because my shoelace keep untying. And then when I get inside to switch my sneakers, by the time like I'm looking at my sneakers, I'm like, why am I looking at those sneakers? F that. I'm gonna go back outside and keep playing. And it'd be like, yo, didn't you went inside to go switch your sneakers?
Yeah, if your
But
memory that bad, then the story is too long.
Yo, that thing been going on for a long time. So if I get Alzheimer's, it doesn't even matter to me because I already seen it coming since a child. But nevertheless,
you,
like
man.
it's a
What's
little
up, man? Talk your shit.
yeah. But with Breezy, man, like everything what you saying, man, with the team, man, like Tea Time reiterated this to you several times. Scheme reiterated this to you several times. I don't think I'm be the. Yeah, it's like you heard this so many times. I don't know when you're gonna get it, man. Like, yo, you see right now, yeah, you lost the grit of the Nets because the Nets had a grit to them, like how the Knicks had a grit to them.
They did.
You guys lost it. That thing is done and over, man. You guys lost it during the Darren Williams days. Because, like I said,
I remember that.
I was never a Nets fan. Never. I never rooted for the Nets.
We know.
I liked a lot of Nets players from other teams, such as Darren Williams from the Jazz, Joe Johnson from
that was my guy.
Atlanta, like Paul Pierce, what's his name? Andre
Carter from Toronto.
Yeah, of course. Yo,
Mirza Teletovic.
Oh yeah, man. I liked a lot of plays before they got on the
When
Nets.
you try to tear me down and bring me back up, yo, man, stop playing with
Nah,
me.
nah, 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 nah. Look,
You
here's the
talk
thing.
about we
Here's the
lost
thing.
our grit. We got grit with Cam
You
Johnson and with Kyle
guys,
Bridges,
here's the
man. Stop
thing. You
playing with
got
me.
the team
I don't
doesn't
know.
have a
I don't
grit.
know what
That's not
Cam
enough.
Johnson
That's
got.
not
I've been
enough.
watching him in FIBA. He
No, no,
don't look
no, no,
like
no, no.
very
The
gritty.
person who I see, the person who I
He
see
dunked on
is
MB.
what's his name? The right choice. What's his name? The right choice. What's his name?
His
So,
name is Rolls Royce. His
The right,
mama named him Royce. We call him
the
Roy
right.
Rolls Royce or Royce the right choice, but his
you
Yes,
talk
mama.
about a
Royce
player
the
can't go
right
Royce,
after.
choice.
right?
Yes,
He has
yes.
not been the right choice for y'all.
No,
Those
no, I like
guys
Bruce. I'm
hasn't
sorry.
been. Yeah, once you guys lost Bruce, you guys lost Jeff. I've been telling you this from before. I hopped
Yeah,
on your
Jeff
live
Green.
a number of times, and I've been telling you this over and over, Breezy. Like, once you guys lose those players, it's over. And
Well,
you
I
guys
want to
been
talk
getting
about
those
Bruce.
players, and y'all been losing those players. Like you
Well,
see
you
those
see,
gritty type of guys, like you gotta keep those type of guys and build off of it. And like I'm not even coming over here to like what's the word I'm looking for? Like I'm not here to to try and I'm just pretty much over here to school you. Like pretty much this is what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to school you. Like once you lose those type of players, bro, you gotta take a step back, bro. Sometimes you gotta take a step back. Like you be
well,
like, you gotta be like on your what's that team? Um that
Bro, look
team
at
Garnett was on. That team Garnett was on before
Minnesota.
he Minnesota. You got to be on your Minnesota's days, man. Like you gotta kick back and like chill for a little bit, man, because your time is coming. Right now, your time is not now, bro. Like KD,
They're in
you
rebuild
had
mode.
big players. You had big players. Don't get me wrong. You had a lot of big players, but
Oh, T-Time.
all that shit is
so
fucking fake.
hold on. Can I rebuttal some of the
Hold
stuff
on,
that he
hold on,
said?
Go
hold on,
right
hold on,
ahead.
hold on,
Go
hold
right
on, hold on,
ahead.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I sat back and I listened, bro. I had to listen. Now you gotta listen. You gotta just
Oh, go
listen.
ahead, JJ.
Yeah, man. Like all that thing, what you doing right now, man? Like this is just. I'm not trying to say like, bro, what you doing is wrong, but like the way you pumping up the team, like you got something going on, man. Nothing ain't going on anytime soon. Anytime soon, bro. Like you like the Keith Van Horn Nets right about now, bro. Like
Okay.
you ain't doing shiznits.
I
I
remember
don't
that.
know
I
if
remember those
like
days.
you're not doing nothing, bro. Like
Judge,
it
Remember
looks
those days,
good.
man.
It looks
oh, okay.
good, bro. Like you
Your
just
boy
left
Ho is still
KD
playing.
days, bro. Like and if you ain't win a championship then, bro, I feel bad for you, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be like one of those type people like trying to school you on shit you said and stuff like that. Because I already knew, kinda sorta, I kinda knew none of this thing was gonna happen because the way how I
Right.
saw KD
Yeah.
play with Kyrie, I was like, nah, they're not playing with the team. And I told you that.
Yeah.
Because I hopped
Yeah.
on your live numbers of times, Breezy. I told you KD and
Oh,
Kyrie's not
crazy.
playing together, bro. Like they playing like this one ISO, that one ISO, this one ISO, that one ISO. Like they're not playing together. Now, like if I'm not trying to bring the Knicks into this, but if you look at the Knicks, little by little, we were we were just messed up all over the place. We had a
That's a
small
fact.
forward playing point guard, bro. Like we had a
Yeah, fact.
small forward,
You
Burks
talking about
playing.
when RJ was playing small forward for David Fizdale? When he was playing point guard for David
We had,
Fizdale, RJ
yeah,
Barrett?
we had that too, and we had even before that. Like if you actually know Burks is actually a small forward. He's
Yep.
a shooting
No, what I'm
guard
saying,
slash
RJ. But
small forward. Yeah,
so what
Fizdale
you
did
saying,
that too.
RJ? Yeah, that was before Burks.
Yeah, yeah, because I knew
Yeah,
Burks from Philly days. I knew Burks from
yeah,
Philly days. That's when I used to look at like I used to play video games like how Breezy used to say, and I used to play with Burks. Burks was a small forward every single time I got him.
Crazy.
He was a small forward.
I
That's
used to
how
play with Burks.
far
Crazy,
back.
Paul.
Like, yo, I.
All right, so
crazy,
but
Paul.
nevertheless,
Yeah.
nevertheless, the
He not
next
done.
point guard was a small forward, and we never did anything with it. And you already seen what happened with it, Breezy. Like what I'm trying to tell you is like, yo, take your time, bro. Take your time. I know you're
All
upcoming.
right, can I
I
talk
know.
about
Hold on. I'm not
Hold
done
on.
yet.
Wait,
I'm concluding
bro.
right now.
You're
I'm
talking for a
concluding.
longer ass time. Yeah. Land the plane.
I'm about to land a plane. Bro.
I thought it was just me, but I'm good.
Yo, oh my God. Yo, look, take your time, bro. Like, get on your Minnesota days, bro. Like, son, like, have hope on your team, but don't be bigging up your team like that because you just setting yourself up for roast and roast and roast, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I hate to see Nets and Nets go against each other. And I know you're really a
I
Knicks
don't.
fan. I know you're a Knicks fan, but you
Yeah.
can come back home
All right.
whenever. You can come back home.
This
Victor
is
Come back
next.
Breezy.
home.
Can I rebuttal?
Rebuttal, Playboy. Absolutely.
All right, so what I will say is a lot of that was Kappa Alpha Kappa for one. For two, shout out to Jack City for pulling up. We appreciate y'all. You know, we looked at it like
Straight up for
everybody
work. Absolutely.
that pull up
Straight
to the
out of
page.
OT. Straight out of OT.
We was hoping that was, we see on Facebook, so that we was looking for that. Marlon pulled up, Mike pulled up, shout out to Barry, Jack City pulled up, T-Time we had, we out here. So, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. But again, man, as far as learning and as far as taking time, I know that's the trajectory of the Brooklyn Nets, like I said, and I'll be more specific. Jacques Vaughn, he handpicked the assistant coaches. These assistant coaches, some got experience with him, that stayed, like forehand. Kelly stayed, but he sought out a Kevin Ollie, who's a point guard. He was with Amen. I saw Thompson, showing them the game in the G League, Elite, or wherever they was at in the G League. He was coaching over there with them. Case in point is, these were hand-picked assistant coaches to develop the players that we got in the drafts. And I only think Jalen Wilson gets playing time in the NBA. I think Noah Clowney and Darrick Whitehead, they're going to take their time and they're going to be in the G League. They're not going to be NBA ready. But, we don't need them to be NBA ready. You got Noah Clowney, who's 18. You got, these guys are young. So, I think the Brooklyn Nets, they swung and they missed. They swung for the fence. And now we doing it the way we building from the draft. And again, like I said prior, I think building from the draft, besides the exception of LeBron and what he did with the Lakers, that's how a lot of championship teams are built. It's built from the draft. Most times there's examples of, championship contending teams. I won't say championship contending team in the Knicks, but they main players are not drafted in Randall and Brunson. So there are examples of free agents, you feel me, that lead teams to compete. But some of those times it'd be players that are drafted by said team. But I don't know, man. I like what's going on with the Brooklyn Nets right now.
So the contract, yeah, I mean, you need the foundation need to be homegrown. Yeah, I mean, when you bring in the top one or two guys, that don't necessarily need to be homegrown because the foundation is built, the culture is built. Yeah, I mean, and when you bring in a new guy or two, especially if those guys kind of embody what the culture is of the organization. Yeah, I mean, like, it's an easier fit. Yeah, I mean, but I don't feel like when it came to the Nets, I mean, Kyrie or KD fit in any culture. They're the culture of them. Yeah, I mean, and this is documented. I don't feel like going through my old footage to find out when I said it about KD, especially KD. I was like, yo, once he tore his Achilles, I was like, I don't want him on my team. And it was like, wow, it's KD. I was like, yo, he's never gonna be the same. He's always gonna be hurt now. And people thought I was absolutely outside of my mind when I said these things. when I said that I didn't want KD because the Achilles injury is going to keep him sidelined all the time, people thought I was mad. And I never liked Kyrie. And I said that when I saw what he did to Boston, I was like, he's a locker room cancer. I don't want him. But if I have to take him to get a healthy KD, I would. And neither one of those things was the case. And I was right. And the Knicks dodged the bullet. Y'all have to live with those consequences and try to rebuild your team after, to use Big Fan Breezy words, swinging for the fences and misses. And y'all gotta hope things work out right. You gotta hope realistically. A realistic rebuild takes at least 4 years, at minimum 3 to 4 years. Y'all
I
gotta hope
agree.
that Mikal.
I agree.
Y'all gotta hope Mikal Bridges wants to stay with your team to make y'all rebuild an actual realistic thing. You gotta hope that. And this is not me being biased in saying that he's gonna come to the Knicks. He
You're
can go
right.
any way he wants. He can go any way he wants after when his contract is up. It's just these things y'all gotta hope. Realistic rebuild, the championship contention at the
It's
very
not going to be.
minimum. Very minimum. 4 years, bro.
Well, I need to. I'm going to answer that question. No, I'm going to say what I have to
Yeah,
say.
I'm gonna
Oh,
answer that.
Barry, you still there? You want to say something, Barry? Are you
No, you
listening?
good. You can go.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I
Barry just
agree with
waiting for
T.
anybody to mention Ben Simmons so he could talk shit.
I agree with Tea Time. I do. I agree. It's because we went down the same road twice, and now we're starting from scratch, and we're trying to scratch and find in order for us to be competitive. Because, in the beginning when KD and Kyrie came here, I knew Kyrie was a piece of was not good for the Nets.
You was
I'm
about to
not
say a
gonna
piece of
I'm
shit.
not gonna curse,
You
but
was
what
about
I'm
to
just
say a
saying
piece of
is I
shit.
knew
Yo,
I
Mike was
knew
about to say a piece of shit, y'all.
yeah, I knew with the baggage what we were getting after what he did to Boston, what he did with Cleveland, with LeBron. KD, I already knew too, because what he did in Golden State and OKC, chasing that ring, and then you got people calling him a cupcake. So I knew for a fact that what we were getting was bad news. And the thing is, the Nets gave him a freebie. They gave him a full season with a contract without playing. So we gave him a freebie. And then we did everything that KD asked for him. We had the best doctors to will him back because Golden State doctors messed up his injury. And then, we went out and we gutted our team to get Harden. That didn't work out. He wound up leaving. We got Ben Simmons. We satisfied Harden. So it was a mess, one thing after another. But with this team that we have, it's not going to be easy. Like I said before, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but I expect this team to fight. And whether we make the playoffs or not, I'm still going to be a Nets fan no matter what, because I know with these young players, it takes time to develop. It's not going to be like the snap of my fingers, they're going to do well, because you're competing against the best. It's not easy. And I know from what Tea Time was saying that the Knicks were in the same fiddle. They were, they were. And that's where we're at, trying to climb up a high plateau. Do I want one day for the Nets to win a championship? I've been waiting 25 years for it. I've been waiting a long time. I've been waiting since I was 14. But you know what? This is what you have to go through as a fan. You go through rebuild years, you go through good years, bad years. Like I remember the 12 and 70 season, no, we're 2009, 2010, we were 12 and 70. So I'm still here past that, and it's not easy. It's not easy when you got your team, because like Like what you said, T-Time, it takes 4 years max, or it could take longer. Rebuilds, you don't know how long they take.
That's a fact. And that's why I said the very minimum is 4 years. I remember it was some seasons as a Knicks, a season as a Knicks fan. I seen the paper bags come out for us too. You feel me? The 12 and 70 season, paper bags was out for the Nets fans. They was going to net games with the paper bags
Yeah,
over
I
their heads.
remember it in
And
Jersey.
and then I remember there was a season where there was the Knicks fans going to games with paper bags over their heads because it was that bad. And you know, I mean, I just acknowledge the fact that y'all are where we were maybe 4 years ago. Like that's I'm talking about like after the Mellow trade, pretty much. Like it's the same situation. Y'all are where we were after the Mellow trade. Because after the Mellow trade, we drafted R.J. Barrett, we signed Julius Randle. That's after we fired Phil Jackson. Yeah, we signed Julius Randle, we drafted R.J. Barrett, and we signed everybody to 1 or 2 year contracts, and the 2 year contracts had the team option. You know what I mean? So
What's that record?
yeah, big fan Breezy. I know you was waiting, and I'm about to get off this course. I'm about to leave this live in like 15 minutes, man.
Yeah, shout out to y'all for pulling up though. Me too, man. We about to close out but hopefully we could do it again. Shout out to the whole panel.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, big fan Breezy.
Listen, man. Listen. When it comes down to the trajectory of this team, I know what it is. And again, just me vlogging, hearing it from me, I know that Jacques Vaughn got the build the culture. T-Time said culture. That's what I wanted to get into. We're building a culture with the coach having the biggest voice in the locker room. And we've seen what happened when a superstar had the biggest voice on the team. That being said, I think the best way to build a culture is through the coach. You make him with the biggest voice in the locker room, and that's how you build a culture. And I think that's what Jacques Vaughn is.
Yeah.
I think because he wasn't a good coach with the Orlando Magic is part of the reason why he is something to prove. And like T-Tom said, yeah, I always say this team got something to prove, but no, all of these guys legitimately got something to prove. The Brooklyn Nets organization got something to prove. They ain't never won a championship. They just traded with a team who never won a championship, and they got championship aspirations. I'm not saying that we got championship aspirations, but I got us on a playoff radar. I do.
Let's see you see the Nets being this year.
And I'm only saying that to say Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges, they went to the finals together respectfully. They feel like they could compete, and they really want to be that good. The authenticism and authenticism, the authenticism.
Option when that happened.
Or the authenticism
option when he went to the finals.
Okay, but I said that to say the authenticism of them seeing them win together and going to the finals, because we may not look at it like an accomplishment, but to them maybe they do. You know, we went to the finals, we competed. You feel what I'm saying? So they know they can win together. I think they got the ultimate confidence in each other as teammates that they can win together. That's why I'm confident in Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. That's why I feel like they could be
a bad take, bro.
And that's it. You know, I don't feel a need to jazz it up. That's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, man, I don't want to be long-winded. I think we're going to be a good defensive team. I'm talking top 10. And when it comes down to offense, I think we're a top 15 team.
What seed you see the Nets being?
The seed, I think we toggle between 6 and 7, maybe 5th. Hold is strong for part of the season.
Well, I got a different seed. I see us either 6 or in a playing team based on the team that we have. That's my opinion. You know, it would shock me if they're above 6. You know, it would shock me big time, because it goes according to the coaching. It goes according to the players. They're going to want it, and everybody has to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Detroit. I'm rooting for Detroit this year, though, bro. I think Detroit gonna do better than the Nets. You got some money?
Damn. Don't do that. You lost the money on
Yeah,
Detroit
yeah, yeah.
last
Don't
year.
talk about
I
that.
think
I
the
get to
Pacers
talk
gonna
about
be
that.
nice too.
You can't talk about that. I could talk about that. You can't talk about that.
That's funny.
you did absolve your sins, so I'm gonna leave you alone. But yo, this is how I feel, right? About both teams. The Nets, Jack Vaughn is not the coach to do what y'all need him to do. He had the exact same opportunity in Orlando. Orlando has been historically bad since Shaq leaving. Uh, so when he was the coach, he had a lot of young talent on that team, and they were historically bad. And when you saw that KD and Kyrie left the team, y'all were under 500. I don't see Jack Vaughn being any better as a coach aside for chewing gum and clapping his hands and having a very nice beard with the perfect amount of salt and pepper gray. I don't know how he do it, but it's fucking impressive. But that's all I see from Jack Vaughn this year. Uh,
Well, you see,
and, and there's no knock to your players. You know what I mean? I think Mikal Bridges is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I
Mikal's
think
nice.
even Cam Johnson
Yeah, Cam
is
Johnson's
certainly
decent too.
he's
as
got a
a
lot
number
of
two.
shoes to fill, JV. He
Yeah,
does,
yeah.
man.
As a
I'm
number
just
two,
saying. I'm just saying.
as a number two in the NBA, as a number two in the NBA, no way in hell he should be a number two in the NBA. No way in hell Cam Johnson should be a number two in the NBA. He can't really create his own shot. He
Yeah,
doesn't
it's true.
really attack he doesn't really attack the basket that well. He's a great spot up shooter, but that's about it. He's a adequate defender. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that he's horrible. He's adequate, but as far as what you need a number two to do, you need your number two to also be able to create his own shot. And I've never seen that consistently, even when he started averaging 16 points a game as a net. I've never seen him really create his own shot. It's usually a pump fake and a drive or mostly 3 pointers. And that's not a knock. And that's not me shitting on him. I like Cam Johnson. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? I just think that as a number two, he's not fitted for that position.
Mm.
Now moving on to the
Well,
Knicks.
it goes according to, JV. He used to play with us. It's going to be big
Oh, that's
shoes.
crazy.
That's it.
Yeah,
Mike,
pause, crazy.
you my man. You my
Yeah,
man
that
and
was
all that.
pause right
You've been
there.
wilding this whole fucking
The
podcast,
image,
bro.
the
Pause, bro.
immaturity is high.
It's always hot. It's always hot. Pause. Because that's crazy. But anyway, right? Moving on to the Knicks. If we make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, that's another accomplishment for us. In my heart of hearts, I see us getting out of the second round this year. I believe that we can. I like the way the team is built. I'm watching Jalen Brunson playing FIBA, and I'm seeing him control the game without him being the primary scorer
Yeah,
and knowing when to get his buckets. And that is something that is going to be phenomenal for somebody like RJ Barrett.
yeah.
Playing, and it's the crazy part. This is the crazy part. This is the part that is what has me hyped. Because Ant Edwards and RJ Barrett has a similar game.
I
Oh
don't know about
boy,
that one.
man. Can I
I don't
rebuttal,
know about
man,
that one.
before he starts
I don't,
talking about how
Y'all
I don't
RJ
know
bugging.
about that one, bro.
Y'all
bro,
bugging. Y'all bugging.
I don't
Y'all
know about
bugging.
that
Y'all
one, bro.
bugging. Y'all
I don't
are
know about that
bugging.
one.
And I'm going to tell you why y'all bugging.
oh
Beat,
man.
I'm going to tell you
beat,
why y'all bugging.
beat.
I'm going to tell y'all why y'all bugging. Except for the fact that Ant has more hops than RJ Barrett. They both attacking the rim heavy, and that's facts. You can't deny that. Ant Edwards
But
is
they're not the same
attacking the
player,
rim.
though. Nah, I can't give
They're
you
not
that
the
one,
same,
T-Time.
man. They're not the same.
I didn't say they was the same. This is what I'm saying. Y'all got weird ears, bro. Y'all got weird ears. I said they have similar games.
Okay,
I
okay.
didn't say they was the same. They got weird ears. You know what I mean? I said they have similar games. They both attacking the rim heavy. They're both not really strong at 3-point shooters, but if they hot, they can light your ass up. You know what I mean? Anthony Edwards has a better mid-range game than RJ Barrett, and he has more hops than RJ Barrett. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are the nods that I give him. And Anthony Edwards just has this phenomenal killer instinct. You know what I mean? His killer instinct is fucking crazy. But what I'm talking about as the basis of the game, their games are similar. You know what I mean? Anthony Edwards' handles ain't crazy. Neither is RJ. They like to get to the cup. They have the similar shooting percentage from 3-point range. That's what I mean. But back to what I was saying. He's learning how to be passive to a guy like Anthony Edwards and still control the game. Yo, his last 2 games, he didn't miss a shot. Talking about Jalen Brunson.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't missed a shot in his last 2 games in FIBA.
How you feel about the list, though?
Oh, Bleacher Report?
Yeah.
Bleacher Report can eat a whole dick, bro. Pause. They can eat a whole dick because they hate the Knicks. They hate the Knicks, bro. Because there's no way that all the Knicks.
He should have been on that list.
Bro, Jalen Brunson should be considered a top 20 player in the NBA at this point, bro. I think he's higher, but at the bare minimum, he's top 20, bro. Top 20. He was a 24 point per game scorer last season, bro. A pivotal reason why the Knicks made it to the second round. How is that snub? And listen, Tyrese Halliburton is nice. I like him. He's not better than fucking Jalen Brunson. Because if that was the case, the stats that he was putting up, fucking Pacers would have been in the fucking playoffs. They weren't. Because he's not that good. You know how we accuse people of stat padding? Some of the shit that Tyrese Halliburton does is stat padding. Nobody want to say it, but I'll say it. Tyrese Halliburton be stat padding. The team is ass. The team is ass. So, of course, he's going to have high numbers in all those categories. They didn't even make the playoffs. Why does he deserve to be in an All-Star game against a guy who's clearly one of the reasons why his team is performing well? The number one reason. Not even part of the reason. The number one reason why the team is performing well, putting up great numbers, but you got a guy like Tyrese Halliburton whose team is ass, and he's stat padding on rebounds and assists because his team is ass. He makes the playoffs, and they want to talk about this guy like he's fucking the second coming of Jesus Christ, coming off the fucking bench.
I asked this question.
I'm not gonna agree on that. I'm not gonna agree, and I'm not gonna disagree on that.
Have a good night, guys.
Yo, who said that? Have a good night.
Me.
Whoever said that. Oh, Mike, you already know the vibes, bro. Appreciate you. We about to get off this too, Paul.
All right, man. Be safe. Be safe, JJ. Be safe, Solomon. Be safe, Barry. T-time.
All right, bro.
Yo, Tyrese Halliburton. Fuck Tyrese Halliburton. He's not that nice.
No, he's nice, bro.
He's nice, but he's not that nice. He's nice, but he's not that nice.
Brunson, but that what you giving him right there, that was crazy. Cause I watched a
Fuck
few
Tyrese Halliburton, bro.
He good, but he ain't that
Yo.
good. He's not better than
Yo.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yo, did you hear what I said before you left?
I don't know. Nobody heard what you said before you left.
Before y'all left, I asked you when you was talking about Brunson. I said, "Who you think the best player on that team?" Because when I asked who the best player on the FIBA team, they say Anthony Edwards. You think Jalen Brunson better than Anthony Edwards?
I think Pablo's been playing better than everybody.
Okay, low key.
Not low key, high key. He's been playing
High
better than
key.
everybody. High
Okay.
key. I think, and watching the last game against Jordan, they've been playing the way the coaching staff has been coaching. It's whatever works. It's not if you're playing bad or not. It's whatever been working the best. And Anthony Edwards in that last game against Jordan was working the best. He was wilding them boys up. And Pablo's been wilding everybody up until that point. So why would I take out? And that's the thing, the beauty about FIBA. That's why when people was like, yo, they bench Brunson, I'm like, bro, it's mad capable players on that team. It's not a slight. You feel me? Like, because this Jalen Brunson is probably, except for Matt Reeves and the Kessler dude, like, there's not too many guys that, no, there's a lot of people that didn't make the All-Star team, but these are all future All-Stars pretty much.
Yeah, no, to add to what you said, T-Time, these guys, coaches watch film. And if they see they play this play set roster last game, they're like, all right, let me switch up the roster. So they ain't got no game plan for us.
All capable. Because they
Right.
all capable.
Right. Nah,
like
ain't no knock on Brunson. Brunson a good player. I ain't got no knocks on him.
It's not like this is a regular NBA roster. You feel me?
Yeah.
But all these guys is nice. Everybody on that team is nice, bro.
Including Cam Johnson.
Even a Kessler kid that don't get no PT really on the FIBA team. That was the rookie of the year last year.
Yeah, he nice.
Mm-hmm.
But he don't get no PT.
I'm telling you, that's why, to add to the point what you said about Cam Johnson, that's another reason why I got confidence in him, because he on a FIBA team. If he wasn't nice, they wouldn't put him on that team. If they didn't feel like Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson was going to be next up as a duo, they wouldn't put him on that team. They feel like Josh Hart with Jalen Brunson is special. That's why they put him on the team, respectfully. We the only examples on that. We the only examples of that FIBA team where it's two teammates together. Everybody else individually there from different teams.
Josh Hart just make the winning plays, man. They put Josh Hart in a game where they need those crucial rebounds, the hustle plays when they know it's going to be nitty gritty. Josh Hart come in. You know what I mean?
All I'm going to say to that.
I've been watching a couple games. Cam Johnson been looking lost out there, real talk, man.
But at least he get to be lost. I like that. I like that and when I listen to his interviews, this is where I get it from. Just listening to how he talk, in his mindset, he's competitive, man. He talked about beating the Knicks. He said he was mad because he had a contusion on his thigh, some shit like that and whatnot. Because I think Mitch Robinson was playing physical and Randall was playing real physical. And he said when he beat y'all that game, he was playing in the mindset where he don't really play like that, but he was mad when he was versus the Knicks. So I was just saying, Cam Johnson, he got a winner mentality. And I think that, hold on, I just want to say this last.
That's why he shoved Julius Randle in the back. Heard you.
No, I ain't say that. I don't know what was that about.
You didn't have to say it. That's what happened. He shoved Julius Randle in the back. That's fact.
Oh, I know. I'm just listening to the story. I don't know. He didn't say that part. I ain't hear him say that part. Know what I mean? But he did mention how they played physical that game, and when he hit that three, it was one of the best moments of his NBA career.
But you said you watched the game though, so you obviously know why Julius Randle got ejected in that game, because Cam Johnson shoved him in the back, and Julius Randle retaliated, but they only ejected Julius Randle because Cam Johnson did a sissy move, shoving a nigga in the back. That's not thorough. You know what I mean? At least you could look a nigga in the eye and shove him in the back. I mean, you can't look him in the eye and shove him back. That's crazy.
I get your point.
Yeah, you can look him in the eye and shove him, but he didn't do that. And Julius Randle shoved him because Julius Randle was wilding the fucking Suns up that game. He was wilding them up. So Cam Johnson only knew the only way he could win is to get Julius Randle injected, and he did that. You know what I mean? So fuck Cam Johnson for that. And
Okay. Yes,
I got a grudge against him because of that. And even as a Net fan, even when he on FIBA, I be hoping he miss shots because fuck him. You know what I mean? Like that's how serious it is. Shoving a Knicks player in the back is corny. He's corny. His afro's whack. He looked like a broke down Albie Shaw. Fuck Cam Johnson. You know what I mean? That's really how I feel. I hope all the bad things in the world, except for injury and death in family, happen to him. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. You know what I mean?
Listen, man, I just know he's gonna be ready to compete on December 20th. Know that. But again, man, shout out to y'all, man. I'm about to call it a night too, man. Yo, again, man, I appreciate y'all. And I'll close out saying I hear the assessments about the Brooklyn Nets. I hear these discouraging comments. I disagree and dislike them, but I won't debate it. Not tonight, not now, but another night. Hopefully we do this again and sometime soon.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all.
We're going to do it again.
This is August. Y'all doing this in August, man. Y'all really be getting through this no basketball together. You know what I'm saying? It's been it's August where we got September, October, man. If we went through August, we can make it through September. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going. Help the podcast grow. Shout out to Barry. Thank you for handing out the stickers, Jack City. You know it's love. Shout out to Tea Time. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And I don't know, man. I'm gonna holler back, man. I appreciate you.
You already know the vibes. 2 quick words. Not 2 quick words. It's more gonna be 2. We wanted 2 quick words. Appreciate everybody. Pretty much echoing what Big Fan